Speaking. Alright guys, we're live. We'll be with you very shortly for the last Unity live show on YouTube. Wild. Let's get some water. We'll be right back. 2 minutes. What? Less than 2 minutes. 1 minute.
What's up, YouTube? We are here to give our last live show to YouTube. Don't worry, we're still going to be posting a heap of awesome content to YouTube, and this show will still get posted. It just won't be live. It's going to be live in our Facebook page. Keep watching to make sure you understand what you need to know to do.
We are the gym that teaches people how to move instead of just exercise, because we believe that health is about performance, not just body image.
Hey everyone, in case we haven't met, my name's Rad Burmeister. I'm a co-founder of Unity Gym and the co-creator of the UMS, the Unified Movement System, where we turn driven people into superhumans. And the way we get such amazing results with our members is that we've created a program that has a perfect balance between strength and flexibility. If you want to know how we do it, download one of our free blueprints, the Strength Blueprint, the Flexibility Blueprint, or the Nutrition Blueprint. There's a link in the description of this video. I'm joined by Phil, as always. How are you, Phil?
Good. Just been distracted looking at the video where. Yeah, that's nice. Where Rich didn't quite cut it, so we're just having a bit of a laugh. But that's nice.
Yep.
Good way to start the session.
This
yeah.
feels better.
I feel like I'm on a talk show now or something.
Well, you are. I'm about to interview you. I hope you got your responses ready.
Well, this is going to be awkward. Yeah, no, good.
Are we still in shot, Richie?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, cool.
Awesome. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, good.
I feel more official now.
Yeah, it feels it. Anyway,
right.
yeah, I think we're just going to be wrapping up this week, just really making sure that everyone knows what's happening, and so they can best get the content that we're getting out there, get your questions answered. Also, we're going to have a little bit of a chat about some of the achievements of people on the different Facebook groups, because I think it's really important to see just how useful being part of something like that is, and also just having a bit of a chat about my plans for what I'm going to be putting out over the next little while. So. Rad, over to you.
Yeah, cool.
Just now that I feel like I'm a news.
Yeah.
Start
Over to
adding
you.
the
Over to
transition.
you. Look, for those of you that have been watching the last couple of days, I'm going to make this real quick, so please don't go anywhere. I'm going to say the same information you've heard the last couple of days, but for those of you that haven't, pay very close attention to this. We have a private Facebook group called the UMS Movement Mastermind. Search for it, UMS Movement Mastermind. Join it. Anyone can join. And that is where we provide coaching and a community for all things Unify Movement System. It is an amazing community of like-minded people around the world. We've got a lot of people in there. In fact, the majority of the people in there are doing some form of one of our programs. So people that really know our system are in there answering people's questions and giving each other help. That's where this show is going to be getting broadcast live to as of Monday. And we are going to be mostly answering, answering phone calls. We are mostly going to be answering questions from the UMS online coaching group, which is a different group. That's the group for those people that are subscribed to our online coaching program. So those are the people that are working closest with us with our full flexibility and strength training program. So it's really good. It's going to be great answers. It's going to be people that are asking really good questions and getting really good answers. So make sure you go and join that group. The other thing is, Phil, tell them about your channel.
So I'll be setting up my own channel to, I guess, keep talking, like answering the questions. I'm thinking maybe Physio Fridays.
Fridays, I like it.
Yeah, which,
Physio Fridays. I like it. We'll see how it works because we've come up with a shitload of buzzy names that never did anything for us over the years. So, and we just scrapped them because the name sounds good, but then anyway. But Physio Fridays, I like it.
Yeah, but I don't know. I'll be doing basically shows similar to what the ones where I've been really featured, talking about pain science, talking about the tendinopathy science, all that kind of more on the injury and rehab side of things. I'll be talking about all that kind of stuff in that space because I think with the Unity channel, it's so much about performance and strength and flexibility, and that's what we really want to focus in on this. So I still will be on, I don't know, most of the shows I imagine, talking from my kind of exercise and sports science degree background, and obviously physio stuff in there as well. But with the main focus going back to sort of strength, flexibility, getting rad to do kind of cool shit while I, maybe give a bit of useful information where I can. But so I'll be doing, there's been 31 people now who have subscribed to my channel, so thank you so much. Gone from 13 to 31 today, so hopefully we'll keep growing. So if you could head across to, there's a link in the description to my one, so you can subscribe there and find out all the latest and greatest. My big plan is to I'm setting up one podcast now, which will be more towards other physios. So if you know any physios or physical therapists in the US, tell them to watch this space because I'm going to be setting up a show where I'm interviewing really kind of people who have amazing physio jobs or have had really satisfying jobs. So my formal mentor now that I've started doing sort of 2 sessions a month with is someone who's been an Olympic physio for the last 30 years. So she'll be one of my first guests talking about sort of how she's gone about developing her career, the decisions she's made, and trying to build up and make the profession better, because there's, I think, a lot of people who start the profession and then become a bit disenfranchised, and there's a lot of people out there who we've heard from on the show who have seen physios who have maybe not been kind of really switched on to to modern physio. So what I'm going to be talking about in the show is also kind of how the profession is changing, and then the second lot of things I'm doing on that show as well is getting on experts sort of adjacent to physiotherapy. So people, like Rad and Yanni, like the strength coach I've been talking about, but also, podiatrist Ben Pekolsky has agreed to be on my show, talking about all those things that physios really should know, but maybe don't learn in university. So really excited to get that up and running. So if you know any physios or you're just interested in finding out more sort of about that space, then make sure to keep track of what I'm doing. And then I'm going to be putting out a resource of basically all the stuff that I'm usually spend, a long time in my sessions explaining to patients. So tendinopathy, pain science, I'm going to try and get some really succinct explanations of these things, so I can have a podcast where basically when I'm seeing a patient and I explain it to them and they look a bit kind of bug-eyed because there's a lot of information, I can say hey, here's the podcast, just go listen to that episode again if you need to know any more about it. So if you're interested in any of that, follow what I'm doing via the link I put in the description or in the Instagram that pops up to my name when Richie presses that button now. And Rad.
So and what that means as well is that our channel is going to be is swinging back to really focusing on the UMS, which is strength and flexibility. So, press to handstands and muscle ups and squats and bench presses and workouts and all the things that that you, our audience, have shown a keen interest in, that we do, that we're good at.
And Rad will be doing all the shows shirtless from Monday, so
I will.
tune in.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, I'm going to have my shirt off, apparently. Didn't know.
Seems like that's the big thing that makes a lot of the videos go viral. So I think we should bring it to the live show.
So, we were talking about what makes our videos viral, and one of them is that I've got my shirt off. That was a joke, by the way. What we're going to do now is just highlight a couple of people that are just really kicking goals in our community, on our Facebook groups and in the online coaching group. The first person that I want to highlight, who's a member of the Movement Mastermind, Berza Pokatu, I hope I'm saying it right. He's done a post saying, got it, next step front splits, and he's doing a perfect muscle up. So he's been following our muscle up masterclass, and he's nailed the muscle up. And I'm just so proud of that. It is unreal. It's so good to see people getting results. It's one of our core values is to get results. That's really awesome, Berza. The next couple of people that I'm going to highlight is I want to highlight Christian Unger. Christian.
So just before you go on, so is Berza just in the mastermind, or is he in the online
He's
coaching?
only in the mastermind.
Yeah. So that's where you're not even getting as that higher level of, it's more about that engagement. It's about like learning from the people
and the
in
program.
community.
He's got one of our programs.
program.
Yeah.
Cool.
So the other person, as I said, I want to highlight is Christian Unger. I hope I'm saying your name right. Christian was doing our 18-minute stretching routine, and he lives in Perth, and he came over to Sydney last year to train with us for a week or for several days. And after training with us, he joined the UMS online coaching program, and he's now killing it. He's posting some really cool videos of his progress, which is just awesome. It's so good, and we love it. Now that we've got this online community around the world, we're getting people coming in from overseas, from around the country when they come to Sydney and training with us, and it's just really cool to see that stuff. And then I've got 3 more people that I want to give a big shout out to. Our 2 moderators, Tom Wood and Blakely Harnage. These guys are absolutely killing it. Not only they were made moderators from early on because they were some of our first members, and they demonstrated a high level of knowledge. They've both got years and years of training under their belt before they joined the UMS coaching program. They also demonstrated a huge passion for the UMS. They really believe in it, and they believe that it is the better way to train. And they're unbelievably helpful. The comments that these guys are doing to help people to progress is just absolutely phenomenal. And they're demonstrating success as well. They're getting results. They're showing, Tom, I just saw you post a video of your Skin the Cat progress after I said you needed to keep your elbows a little bit straighter. I think that was my suggestion for you, and it looks awesome. It looks heaps better. Blakely's handstand is coming on. His pull-ups are coming on. Both of their mobility is coming on. Like, they're both just getting really, really good results.
I remember when I first got on the group, I was like, who are these guys? Like, what are
Yeah.
what is happening here?
Yeah.
Do you guys have like overseas employees doing
Yeah,
this stuff?
yeah. They're just so helpful.
They're so helpful.
And they're so friendly, and just, encompassing everything that the UMS is about. The next shout out that I want to give to is to Biwa Kwan. I hope I'm saying your name right again as well. Biwa actually lives local to us, and she's trained with us for a while before, and she's now a member of the UMS online coaching. And she's had years and years, I think even over a decade of training experience. And she is proving to be such a friendly and helpful and knowledgeable person in the group. Biwa, the answers that I'm seeing you give to people are just unreal. Like, I read someone's question, and then I see that you've chimed in, and I read your response, and I'm like, oh, well, I don't need to say anything here, which is really, really cool. This is what the whole group's about. And I will always step in and let someone know if I don't agree with the answer to their question, or if it's just not in alignment with what we're trying to teach people with the UMS. But Biwa, the answers that you're giving are just unreal. That your knowledge is amazing, and your willingness to help people is amazing. So big shout out to those 5 people.
I'm really a big fan of some of the people who maybe don't have all of that, like, it's so good that those people with experience are putting, stuff out there and helping people out. But I'm also really impressed by some of the people who are really new to training, clearly have not done a lot of this stuff in the past, but they're getting out there, they're asking a lot of questions, and I'm sure so many people are also wondering,
Yeah,
but they've got the
and
courage to go out there and be
afraid to,
like, hey, I don't know how to do this.
Yeah.
Even though, it might, like, it's very easy in these groups where you're seeing these people doing, muscle ups and you're like, oh, I shouldn't be asking about my little question because it's nothing to do with what he's doing. But there's a few people in there who are really, on this, like at the beginning of their journey, they're asking questions, which is just so helpful for other people at the beginning of the journey as well. So, there's a few people in there that are doing really good work. The other person is actually, before we do, there's Jared Keechie's on the channel saying good luck on the new platform from Jared New Zealand. Really glad I found your channel.
Thanks, Jared. Thank you.
Jared Keechie. Yeah, I really hope that you
go and join the group, man.
Yeah, join the
UMS
group.
Movement Mastermind on Facebook. Everyone can join it.
Keep watching exactly the same thing. Get questions in there. Get the comments. Really love the support. It makes a big difference.
Yep.
But yeah, they will be posted to YouTube afterwards. So if you are only stuck on YouTube, then don't worry, that's still going to be there. But send us still comment on the videos once they're posted and ask questions there, and we'll see if we can get around to it. But ideally, we're going to be answering from Facebook first. And so Alex Seabrook has just done a comment in the online coaching group, so that's that sort of higher tier, where he's saying, I started UMS last August and I'd had a long history of back issues and pretty much given up on squatting. After doing phases 1 and 2 before moving on to strength testing last year, I started my first, albeit slightly longer mesocycle this year. It was pretty daunting incorporating front squats back into my workouts, but it's paid off. Body's feeling great and I moved up from 40 to 60 kilograms in this cycle. My advice to those starting out is to lay the foundation of mobility and get your body moving the right manner before you progress. I had already been training for over a decade when I started this program, but going back to the basics really helped me. Big shout out to Rad and Yanni and the other trainers for designing such a well-balanced program.
Thanks, Alex. That's awesome, bro. And Alex is Alex is a current serving member in the Australian Defence Force, and I think he lives up in Queensland, in Brisbane, I think. But he came down to Sydney and trained with us for a week as well. So that was really, really cool to have you here, Alex. Great to see you crushing your goals, and so good to hear that. We get these stories a lot, and this is something that we actually probably haven't driven home in our online tribe. We have in our gym. There's something that we really want all of you to take away. A lot of people say, oh, I can't squat. Squatting hurt my back. Or I can't deadlift. Deadlifting hurt my back. And in most cases, it is not the movement that hurts you. It's an abusive load that hurts you. So it's not that you can't squat because squatting is inherently bad for you and you've got genetics that don't allow you to squat. It's that you tried to squat too much too soon. And that's what happens to people all the time. So what we're really trying to get people to understand is it's not the movement that hurts you. It's the pursuit of excessive load before your body is ready for it.
100%.
Yeah. 100%. You heard it here first. So, it's
what we've been saying for
yeah. But we've got to keep driving it home, because it doesn't matter how much we say it. We still see people do it when they come into the gym, and we say it to them in a workshop, and then they do their first workout, and we're like, dude,
you heard it here first. You didn't hear it like right now first. We've been saying
that's right. But Alex is a great example of that. There's somebody who thought, I've got a bad back, I can't squat, it's no good for me. But by doing the right progressions, by reducing the load down to some more remedial exercises, some unilateral stuff to start off with to get the confidence up, to get the tissue tolerance up, and then by starting with a low load and gradually increasing the intensity, has gone from 40 to 60 kilos in one mesocycle. That's huge. That's a 50% strength increase in one mesocycle.
Yeah.
So
it's
that's awesome.
good to see someone who's got that. They've already got like a lot of training experience there, but going back into this group, tweaking things, getting that support, it's a a way that even and starting with that sort of foundational stuff, which is what the UMS is all about, is good to see good results.
Absolutely. So go and join the UMS online coaching group. UMS Movement Mastermind group that anyone can join.
How does someone get into the online coaching group? What are they getting?
Okay, so the online coaching group is where basically, that's a good question, because there are two groups that Yanni and I and Phil and Richard all have access to, and we comment on and post and do whatever. The UMS online coaching group is strictly for those that are enrolled in our UMS online coaching program, which is a monthly subscription for a low price of $49 and that gives you access to our full program. There is more content in there than you could possibly imagine, and we teach you how to customize all that content into a workout that suits your goals. So it is not a cookie cutter
it's an overwhelming
program.
amount of stuff in there. Like
Yeah.
you can really get.
There's
like,
so much, but that's really good because what it means is
Exactly.
that if you want to learn muscle ups, we got you covered. Want to learn a handstand, we got you covered. Want to just overcome poor rounded shoulders and poor posture and get stronger, we've got you covered. You can customize the program to whatever you want. So that group is where we always answer first and where I make sure that I give very good answers. If I'm too busy and I see that 5 or 10 people have asked questions in the UMS online movement mastermind, unfortunately sometimes I can't always get to them, but other members will. UMS online coaching, that never happens. I will either Yanni or me will always answer questions, and I usually answer them with a video response, and people really blow their mind at the responses that we give them because we're giving really good stuff away. You know, people are asking very specific questions, and Yanni and me take the time to give a video response to that. So that's what the difference is, what you're getting.
Yeah, 100%.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's so like.
And if anybody, sorry, one last thing. And if anybody's interested in trying it, we give a 1 month free trial. So if anybody wants a 1 month free trial, message us and you can give it a try.
Why wouldn't you?
Yep.
Get into it.
Yanni's got something that he
Yeah,
wants
I
to
just
say.
wanted you to make it absolutely clear the reason
Why don't you come over
Come
and
on.
talk into the
Come on.
microphone so that
Jam on.
I'll squat.
Get in there.
I'll
Not
cop-
sure if you can actually manage that.
I'll cop a squat. Yeah, that's right. We'll see. I'm just going to cop a squat. Can you see me,
Yep.
Richie? Yeah. So I just wanted to make it clear, and I want these guys to make it clear. And I've missed this. I've been in a meeting talking to a young chap who's interested in doing a mentorship here. Who was a really nice guy who watches our show. So if you catch this show, brother,
Francis.
shout out to you,
Isn't it
Francis.
Francis?
Yeah.
Yep.
Who's a really interesting guy from Hong Kong. I want to make this absolutely clear that the reason why we're moving the live show from the YouTube platform to the Facebook platform is because we can give more value. We can give a higher level of interaction and coaching. People can post their videos, and I don't know if you guys have been talking about that. We are going to post it back to the YouTube, and we'll sort of polish it, and we'll remove any sort of lagging and stuff, and all of the time in the very beginning of the show that people were getting frustrated with on the YouTube platform, so that we'll clean it up and make it a nicer presentation. And I'm going to try and film it with a nicer camera and lens so that the YouTube version is a little bit more polished. So it's not going to remove any value from YouTube, but it's going to allow you guys who are interacting with the show on YouTube to interact at a higher level. We can give you feedback, we can coach you a little bit better and all that sort of thing. Yeah. That's pretty much it. Yeah. Next week I'll be back on the show, guys. So yeah, look out for that. Look out.
Excited. None of these
I think that's it. Anyway, we've had our we've talked about all the main points, and we've got to really try and stick to our schedule.
main point, which is the podcast, of course.
Yes.
Yeah, so again, please, I know you guys who listen to this a lot are probably getting a bit sick of it, but yeah, I'm just so excited about the podcast and putting a lot of effort into it. So, if you can subscribe, right?
There's actually two last things. I've actually made one of the things that Yanni and I said that we need to do better this year is to connect with our audience more, meaning that we need to give more meaningful engagement rather than when people comment and say things, go, yeah, man, cool. Engage with them, ask questions, start a conversation. If any of you have been commenting on our YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, you'll notice that we have been doing that more this year, and that's going to continue. We want to serve you all better. And one thing that I've started doing only in the last couple of weeks that I'm going to continue doing is being very active on our Instagram stories so that those of you that are interested can see what a day in the life of Unity Gym looks like. So, I film our members, their triumphs, their training. I film our training sessions. Sometimes I film a bit
desk editing
of
audio.
behind the scenes stuff sometimes as well. So that's another way that you can stay connected with us.
Yeah.
Cool. That's
And
it.
first person to put a comment through the podcasting platform, where you go to the bottom of the description of the each episode, there's a thing that says record a message, and the first person who does that wins a prize.
What is it? What's the
Tune in next time to
prize?
find out the prize. That person will, they'll find out. So please,
All
give
right.
it to me.
It's Friday in Australia, so have an awesome weekend. We will see you next week. We've got some big stuff coming
We
your
will
way.
see you next week on Facebook First.
Yeah.
Health is about performance, not just body image.
You better be willing to accept what you're going to have to do to get there.
We'll start focusing on movement goals, strength goals, flexibility goals.
When you nail that skill, That's there forever.
The body image goal doesn't get you that
It's the
far.
consistency and frequency that's going to get you there. It's not the intensity.
There's no shortcuts to mastery and movement. Destination doesn't change overnight, but your direction will.
The gym is not the place to beat up the body that you hate. It's the place to build the body that you love.
We are the gym that teaches people how to move instead of just exercise, because we believe that health is about performance, not just body image.